Hello lovelies, this is Julia. Thank you for coming back for another video. And yeah, this is actually a super exciting video for you and for me because this is the part 1 of my new series to help you guys learn to draw. So the series is called From Scratch, and that's basically it. We're gonna start learning from scratch, so it's very beginning friendly. The part 1 is going to talk about the sketch of specifically the face, because I feel like it's very important to learn anatomy. And yeah, so I don't want to overwhelm you with like the whole body anatomy for the first part. So yeah, here we have a bunch of different people from different ethnicities, men and women, of course. They are all from like around the 40s because that's just my aesthetic. But yeah, let's start with the front. This is one of the most common positions. I find it a little boring, but you know, we can make it interesting. You can check my Instagram. I make it interesting a lot. But yeah, basically, I'm just gonna talk about 3 different like views. We're gonna do the front view, 3/4, and complete profile side profile. Sorry, my English. Well, whatever. So basically, it's really easy. What I do first is I draw a circle where the head more or less would be. Normally is touching the eyes, because the eyes, believe it or not, are right in the middle of her head. I know it's weird because we have hair and we don't really see it, but I promise you. So yeah, I do a circle, and then after that I normally draw a line right in the middle of the head to indicate where the face is gonna be looking at. So right there, right in the middle. And then from there I go and I try to draw the sides of the face, the whole shape in general. I'm teaching you on top of the reference directly so you guys can study the anatomy with me. And then with the other pictures, I'm just gonna do it next to the reference. So next, I like to make a line where the eyes would be. I'm not gonna show you how we do the body, that's gonna be for a different part of the video. But yeah, a line right across the eyes, just to mark where they would be. Now I start marking with like horizontal lines where the nose will start, where the lips are. Then with vertical, I start marking where their eyes start and end. Same with the eyebrows. I don't really do the eyebrow part. Normally I just draw them, but if it helps you, do it. And basically that's it for the markings. Then I just go with the structure of the nose, which is basically 3 circles, 1 from the middle and 2 for the sides of the nose. Then to give it some volume, I normally go where the forehead meets the nose, so I go like a triangle, lines upwards. There you go, and now you have some structure to it. Well, right after that, I just start drawing. Basically, I just start doing the eyes because we have the starting point for everything, so you just draw everything. Always looking at the reference. I know it's weird to say that right now because we are doing it right on top of the reference, but you'll see that later. Basically, after that, I just start drawing the hair, more or less. The circles I did on the cheekbones are not necessary. I normally do it for aesthetic purposes. You can do as many lines as you want, really. This is just a base. And it's gonna look ugly, you will see that right now. But that's how every single sketch I do looks like. You can check my other videos. They all look weird to begin with, but you know, later on, later on everything changes. It's pretty accurate once you get the handle of it. Now we are going to start with the 3/4 perspective, which is my absolute favorite. I feel like on women it looks just so elegant, so beautiful and natural. So yeah, this is gonna be a little different, but not too much. So yeah, same thing, the circle in the middle. And now the line that we drew in the middle now is going to have a curvature because it needs to go from the middle of the forehead, middle of the nose, middle of the lips. That's very important. So everything's going to be a little like twisted. I'm gonna say twisted. But yeah, we start sketching the rest of the face more or less. And now we start with the eyes again. Everything is just the same. Here you can barely see the beginning of the eyes in some pictures depending on how the person is positioned. Sometimes you cannot see the beginning of the eye, that's okay. The start of the nose, and now this is the part I think changed the most. Instead of being like a perfect triangle, it's a little lopsided. So yeah, we go now with the bridge of the nose because now we can absolutely see it better, and we still do the other side to just get some proportion in it. Now we have the start of everything. We can draw the nostrils and the side of the nose, and like I said, now I'm showing you that if you do it just like in the other one, it's gonna look weird because the lips just go up a little bit more. So you gotta follow the natural line. Everything looks like it's coming from upwards. It's coming upwards. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, I don't care. But you get what I mean. Yeah. The sketch is the most important part, I think, not because it looks pretty, because they normally don't, but because it's the structure for everything else you're gonna do on top. If the sketch looks a little weird, you can totally fix it by doing a layer on top. If you're doing it on paper, I would suggest to do it with a color pencil very lightly. You don't want to see too much. If you want, you can do it on pencil and erase it later. I really like how it looks, so I never really delete it. I just lower the opacity. But yes, now we're gonna move it and you're gonna see how weird it looks. And that's how we do 3/4. Now we're gonna do my second favorite, which is the side profile, which this one is a lot different than the other ones. So we're gonna do everything, like we're gonna pretend we can see the head, because the hair, you know, it doesn't really matter, it's just to center everything. So same thing, we do a circle. And afterwards, we're gonna do a line, which is where the face is looking at, completely to the side. Remember that faces are not completely symmetrical, and they are not straight. When you're looking to the side, it's actually like it's not a straight line. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a diagonal. So yeah, we can do that, and then we're gonna do the jaw, which previously we haven't done. I normally do this for the ear just to, you know, say where it is. Now we start with the eyes, so you can see it's completely different than before. Now we start marking the eyes, and remember that where the eye starts is normally when the mouth ends or when the nose ends. That's depend on the face. You really check that. The nose is basically same but with just two circles, same triangle structure. In this case, she has a little bump on her nose that I absolutely love. And yeah, remember you can always see a little bit of the eyebrow and the lashes. Normally with Asian people you can see more of the eye because they don't have like a high bridge, if you know what I mean. That really depends. Some people do, some people don't. So don't really take my word on that, but you can check for yourself. If you look like at some Korean people or Japanese, you can totally see that better. Now for the lips, this is important. Normally for white people, I'm not gonna say all white people, that's not true. but I'm gonna show you here. That's more or less how we do lips. Okay, so we start with the nose. That's kind of a nose. And lips, and I drew a little circle to like start it. Well, and then the lower lip also. But remember that normally for white people, the lips does not touch the line that meets between the nose and the chin. So you're gonna see that in a second. I don't know if I show you here or later on. Actually, I'm just doing a voiceover right now, so it's a little hard. But yeah, later on you will see I draw a line between the tip of the nose and the tip of the chin. And those lips don't really touch. You can try with your own finger. Some do, some don't. So yeah, just draw the neck. That remember, I'm gonna make other parts of this series, and I'm gonna show you how I draw the bodies, which is I think less interesting, but it's really helpful. So I hope you stick around for that one. Now move it, and we have it right here. Alright, now I'm gonna do the exact same 3 same poses, but with the other references, with male references. And I'm not gonna do it on top of the picture. So you will see how I would normally draw. I think as an exercise for learning, it's really good to do this on top of the picture you're using. But yeah, of course, later on you're gonna wanna separate from the picture, maybe develop a style that's not realistic, and you're gonna have to draw next to it instead of like right on top. So yeah. Okay, so like in the other that last time I drew this, I'm going to start with the font. This is not a perfect font, but like it's more natural, more of a natural pose. Of course, I'm drawing Louis Armstrong. It's not gonna look exactly like him because it normally takes me a good 20 minutes to make a good sketch, like an accurate sketch. But you know, you can make it as fast or as slow as you want. I just really don't want you to obsess over it because you're gonna do a lot on top and you're not gonna notice it as much. But yeah, same thing. So circle in the middle of the line, and I start doing the rest of the face, the jaw. This was like me much longer than the other one because of course I'm guessing, well, not guessing, estimating where the other things are. It's not gonna look exactly like him because I'm brushing it, but you know, same thing. Eyes, and now we start marking where the things start and end. Another tip I'm sure you guys are gonna find helpful is, like I say, don't obsess over making it perfect because you're gonna do a lot on top, but don't, like, if you feel like it's weird looking, if it's not perfect, please don't be scared to erase it, burn it, whatever. Start over because it's not gonna get better. Okay, like you're gonna finish a drawing and it's still gonna look weird, not exactly like the reference, if that's what you want, of course. Sometimes I don't care and I'll just draw random person. I don't care if it looks like them. I just wanted to have the same feel to it. That's fine too. But you know, talking about realism, if it looks weird, it's probably weird and you have to start over. So I prefer you guys to start over at this point and to start over the whole thing after you finish, because you're not gonna want to do it, honestly. So yeah, I really suggest you guys, you do these type of exercises. Do like a couple every day. You don't even have to do a full drawing. You know, you just study anatomy for now. Feel like you gotta feel comfortable with this technique. Or of course, if you feel like you need to adjust something, if something is not working out for you, change it. Just feel comfortable, okay? Know how to structure a drawing in a way that will help you later on for the ink and the painting and all the stuff on top. I don't really pay attention to the clothes, as you saw. I never do in any of my drawings, but if you really want a tutorial on clothing, please let me know, and I will be like happy to make you guys a video. Okay, right now we're starting with the 3/4. So my favorite. Now this is going to be great because I'm gonna make a couple mistakes and I'm gonna show you guys that make a little change, like, you know, like makes a whole lot of difference. So we're gonna start more or less with the head shape. I never do it right, I just do it whatever. Faces are normally too wide for me, like when I start the sketch is wide and then I do all the face and the like all the head is too big for the face and just change that later. So like yeah, nothing really has an order, that's just how I do it. I fix the head later because he normally is big for me, I don't know why. So yes, same exact thing as I told you guys before. Everything is gonna be a little like twisted, a little weird, but that's just because of the position. And remember that a thing I always do, here I don't show it but you should do it, is flipping the page, or if you're doing it on paper, just put it against the window or something and see lopsided, so you guys can see the difference way easier. You normally get fatigued from looking at a picture for so damn long and it may look perfect, then you flip it and it's all weird. So yes, do that. Also take breaks, you know, no one is rushing you, and if you draw on a rush or you don't want to, it's not gonna be great. So if you feel like drawing, please do this type of sketches really quick, just to get you used to the pen, and you know, it's a world of difference, I swear. Like I said before, it's like so much better to make 10 stupid drawings, like really stupid, like 10-second drawings. It's way better to make 10-second drawings than one beautiful detailed drawing a week. It's way better because you get just used to everything, your lines are getting better and you're not even noticing. After a few months you're gonna be so fucking great and you're gonna look back and be like, fuck. That's a lot. So I promise you, try not to throw away your drawings. I know it's hard, but you know, put them somewhere where no one can see them. If you feel like you don't want to share them yet, please do, so you can like compare yourself after a few months and you're gonna be amazed. That's gonna make you feel really good. So yes, okay, so as you can see, I just tweaked the little things and the face looks a lot better. Now we're gonna do the side. Depending on the picture, this is my favorite or my second favorite, I don't really know. There I'm showing you what I told you before. It's never a straight line, and I start right with the jaw. So more or less I estimate where that's going to be. you'll see that later that I'm gonna have to change it because it's not good. That's fine. In these cases, I do make the circle for the chin because I feel like it helps me with the roundness. Because bodies in real life are not sharp. Everything is round and, you know, smooth. So as you can see there, I'm explaining that the ear starts where the jaw ends, never the other way. It may look a bit weirder if like the face, if you're looking more at the back of the head, that's gonna change the perspective. But if it's a perfect side, then it's gonna start where the jaw ends. Now I start more or less where the nose would be, and I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing very wrong positioning, but that's fine. You just delete it. Then I can tell I did it wrong. See, like still out. So no worries, just chop it, draw on top of it. It's totally fine. It happens to absolutely everyone. And then I'm going to explain what I was talking to you about. The line that connects the nose with the chin. The lips are not touching that line. I try to make it as straight as possible, but you can try yourself with your finger or ruler or whatever you have and check if any of your like two lips touch the finger. There I'm checking too, and for her it's the same thing. But some people have bigger lips, some people have the jaw going more like I don't know how I say it, it's not prominent, their chin is not prominent. In these cases it is, so it doesn't touch with the lips don't touch the finger. But if you have like a small jaw or an overbite, for example, or an underbite, actually an underbite, it's gonna look different. So please check those little details, make a lot of difference, and it's just going to look that much better. Now I check, and when their nose ends, the eyes harden because we already have the nose position well. We can nail the eye position. So you guys can see. You can always see, kind of see the eyebrow, the next eyebrow. I haven't seen one person that wasn't the case, but they may be. So just check your references. Please don't stop looking at the references. I don't know why every time I try to teach someone in person, they just stop looking. They stop looking, stop checking if their position is right, if like, you know, the mouth is a little bigger. Just stop checking and they just draw, like from memory, and that's not great. If you want the person to look like who you're drawing, like you need to check a lot. You just like, never stop looking. If you don't really care, if you don't want it to look exactly like the person, then it's fine. You can do whatever. But you know, we always need to learn rules to break them. So learn good anatomy. I'm gonna try my best. Learn good anatomy, and you know, then break all the rules you want. But you need to learn them so they look natural. Like in Adventure Time, there are no bones. As you can see, the arms are just like, you know, that they're round. When they are like doing something with their arms, there's no like elbow, for example, right? But it still looks natural because they still know how to make it look good. But yeah, so basically this is it. Of course, they're not perfect sketches, but they're just to show you guys how I do them. This I do every single time. I never have recorded myself doing it because I didn't feel like it was necessary, but you know, we're starting from scratch, so why not? Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope this is helpful for you. I hope you have a great day. And remember to comment below if you have any new ideas for videos, or if you want me to explain something a little better. Again, thank you for being here with me, and well, see you guys next video. Bye!